Wylock here, welcome back. What we're about to cover is not unique to 1/4 inch thick walls. You can apply this principle to anything. So let's get started on clip-on traps. We'll start out by making what I'll refer to as a clip-on foundation. For the most part, these will be our bread and butter in this episode and many more to come. So it's very simple. Cut a 1-inch square of double corrugated cardboard, and then cut 2 chipboard rectangles, each at 1 inch wide and 1 1/4 inches tall. Hot glue the rectangles to the square as shown, and then apply corrugation cladding, as we always do. And you can see already how well this grips onto your walls. So this is a clip-on foundation. For our first trap, we'll make a flame gout. Take a kebab skewer and visually measure out the length of the flame jet. Chop the skewer to that length. Take a decorative bead, any kind that has a hole in it that the skewer can fit through. Apply a dollop of hot glue to the center of your foundation and set the skewer in it. Then quickly thread the bead down onto it as well, into the glue. So work quickly and then let it sit a good 30 seconds to ensure a nice strong bond. Then just tease some hot glue along the length of the skewer. Now paint the foundation using the same technique as you would for your dungeon tiles. For me, that's base in black, sponge in medium gray, sponge in light gray. Then paint up the flame jet. Solid coat of yellow, streak in some orange, and lightly streak in some red, mostly at the end of the flame jet. Cool, so when a player steps on the pressure plate or something like that, you pop this piece onto your tile and he gets blasted in the face with fire. How about some poison darts? Take some toothpicks and chop off about 4 tips. Make sure you chop them at varying lengths. Hot glue them to your foundation. And paint up the foundation. Then I'm going to paint the darts a rich brown color and apply some green to the tips, since they're poison darts after all. Notice how the varying lengths helps to give the impression that a flurry of these things are shooting out of the wall. It just kind of helps to hint at motion in a piece that is otherwise totally static. And finally, how about a swinging blade? Get some chipboard, and that's important here. Cardstock isn't sturdy enough. Anyway, cut a strip about 3/4 inch across, and again, visually chop it to length. Now I'm just going to freehand cut out a sickle type of blade, something like that. Get creative here, maybe it's serrated or curved or something like that. So we'll apply a healthy dollop of hot glue, set it in the foundation, and let it cool. Paint up the foundation, and then I'm going to paint the blade itself with gunmetal. I won't even bother with the bottom of it since you'll never see it. And then I'm going to get some red and just nick at the edges of the blade, so clearly this thing has worked before. So here's a prime example of a place that you really don't want to be. There is very little at the end of this haul that would be worth it, I would think. A couple of these features will be hitting in a future episode. And so you can attach them to the dungeon tiles if they're apparent to the party. Otherwise, if they discover it by rude awakening, of course, you can pop it on then. So I'm Wylock, thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time.